Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Cup Series, YellaWood 500 from Talladega. It is Dega, baby. 500.08 miles, 188 laps, 3 stages, 60, 60, and 68. They will have 6 sets of Goodyear Racing Eagles, 5 stickers, 1 from qualifying. Now, I know the big thing about super speedways or drafting tracks, or whatever you want to call them, is the fuel savings. Kind of like everybody else, I don't like it. I understand it because it's about the least amount of time on pit road. I know I've seen some stupid people or stupid ideas that people have had that, and this one guy, this has them back forth early, ended up just muting them and just saying "fuck you, dude." People hang in the back to save fuel. No, everybody in the field is saving fuel. It's unfortunate, but that's what it is. There's 2 ways to fix this. 1, add a stage. 2, larger fuel cell for the super speedway races. I don't know if a larger fuel cell fixes it. Does adding the stage fix it? I mean, instead of 3 stages of 188 laps, if you do 4 stages, it's 47 laps a stage. Does that fix it? I don't honestly don't know. I mean, yeah, I could see it fixing stage 2 and 3, but it's really fixed stage 1 because you have a few pace laps and then you take the green. Obviously, 1 caution should hopefully help some of that. I don't know what the fix is. I wish I did, but I don't. I think short term, add a stage. I know everyone says, well, get rid of stages. That'll end it. No, it won't. Because it's still 188 laps, the least amount of time on pit road. So honestly, if we didn't have stages, I think we would have more fuel savings. So instead of, say, caution comes out lap 20. Everybody pits. There ain't fuel savings to the end of the stage. If we did not have stages at super speedways, or not have stages at all, you pit on lap 20, you don't know when you're going to pit next, so you still have to save fuel. We've had 2 Talladega races go caution free, so without stages, that is definitely a possibility. Fall Talladega race 97 went caution free, so hold on, was that? No, sorry. 96 went caution free and 2021 went caution free. The 2021 though was shortened due to darkness and rain. That's that Monday race that Bubba Wallace ended up winning and unlike what those group of people say, go back and rewatch that race. Bubba Wallace took the lead under green. It wasn't one of those like I've seen people like, well, he just stayed out, everybody else pitted. He won. No, that's not what happened. He took the lead under green. He was leading under green. There was a spin, a wreck. Caution comes out for the wreck. They cleaned the wreck up. Then it started raining before they go back to green. But, now, people talk about racing in Talladega in October. I've seen some people complaining about this, about nobody's going to be there because of Alabama and Auburn and all the other football and whatnot. The fall Talladega race has been in October since 1997. It has been today or tomorrow or later 9 times in that time frame. This isn't anything new when this race is scheduled. Ford has won 12 of the last 20 races. In the Gen 7 era, since 2022, Chevrolet's won 4 or 7. The last 4 races have each had 4 cautions. 2 stages and 2 for cause. The prior 3 races, 6, 6, and 8. We don't get a lot of cautions at Talladega. Just figure that one out. 97 and 2001, both races went caution free. Sorry, I said the stat wrong earlier. So, the 2 races shortened for rain and darkness was 96 Gordon, 2021 Wallace. They were both short because of rain and darkness and red flags. 97 and 2001 both went caution free. My mistake. We've had 10 different winners in the last 10 races. Blaney has actually won 3 of the last 12 at Talladega, and Penske's won 9 of 19. 8 of the last 9 winners qualified 10th or worse. So basically, Bubba Wallace at 10th in qualifying and everybody below him have a better shot of winning than the top 9. Figure that stat out, right? Apparently, track commission means nothing at Talladega. I know people are going to complain about the 3 wide, 4 wide, the way they race. It's not like it used to be. No, it's not single file. You're right. It's absolutely not. So that's good. The last 7 Talladega races, this is with the Gen 7 car. William Byron average finish 7.0. Chase Elliott 10.85 with a win. Alex Bowman 13.0 and Kyle Larson 13.85. That's a stat that until I actually looked at it, I wouldn't have believed. In the last 7 Talladega races, Hendrick Motorsports, the 4th drivers have the 4 best average finishes. Eric Jones 14.57, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 15.14 with a win. Denny Hamlin 15.85. Ryan Blaney 16.0 in a win. Austin Cindric 16.71 in a win. Justin Haley 16.85. Average running position in those 7 races: Chase Elliott 12.33, Kyle Larson 12.62, William Byron 13.1, Kyle Busch 14.45, Austin Cindric 14.46, Joey Logano 15.19. Bubba Wallace 15.21, Alex Bowman 16.09, Noah Gragson 16.85, and Ryan Preece 16.858. In the last 3, so this is 24 and then the spring race 25, William Byron 4.33 average finish, Ricky Stenhouse 5.66 with that win, Larson 9.0, Alex Bowman 9.3, Noah Gragson 10.66, Tyler Reddick 11.66 in a win, Carson Hocevar 12.33, Brad Keselowski 13.33. In that same time, average running position, Austin Cindric 9.86, Joey Logano 11.86, Kyle Busch 14.88, Chase Elliott 15.10, William Byron 15.34, Noah Gragson 15.38, Todd Gilliland 15.80. Now, there are certain tracks like a Kansas or a Vegas, I kind of talk about similar tracks and all that. And when it comes to Talladega, there isn't a lot of tracks that are like Talladega. I know a lot of people look at the drafting tracks, kind of lump them all together. To me, Atlanta is its own little beast. Daytona, it's shorter, 2.55 to 2.66. It's also races different. You have that dog leg, the start-finish line almost into turn 1. That makes for a hellacious end to races. And a lot of the drivers even say they don't race exactly the same. So I think trying to combine Daytona and Talladega stats, I just don't do that. On the NASCAR Fantasy Live, I'm using Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Austin Cindric, Brad Keselowski, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Alex Bowman in the garage. On the head-to-heads, Elliott and Blaney, I'm taking Elliott. Chastain Wallace, I'm taking Wallace. Logano Briscoe, I'm taking Logano. Larson Bell, I am taking Larson, unfortunately. Not a Larson fan, but hey. Certain times I'll use them, certain times I won't. Now, one thing that people talk about a lot is Talladega is a wild card race. Anybody can win at Talladega. Well, let's take a look at that. So Austin Cindric won back in the spring. Austin has a Daytona 500 victory. What other big wins does Austin Cindric have? They're not one below. He's got multiple wins. He's won at St. Louis. He's won at Daytona. Tyler Reddick won before that. Okay, Tyler Reddick, that's not anything unusual. Ryan Blaney, that's not unusual. Kyle Busch, he's a winner. Chase Elliott's champion. Ross Chastain won several races before he won at Talladega. Bubba Wallace, that was his first career win, but he's won 2 other races since. There are people, if you go back in the day, so if you look back here, so Brad Keselowski is champion, Denny Hamlin, he's got 60 of them suckers, a couple of Ryan Blaney wins, Chase Elliott, Eric Almirola, I wouldn't call that just anybody can win, but he's won other races. Now, if you go back in the day, way back when, you got Richard Brickhouse, as I believe is his only NASCAR win. James Hilton, Dick Brooks, Dave Marcus only had a couple, like 5 wins in career. Donnie Allison only had like 10. Lenny Pond, I think, had a couple. Drivers like that. Ron Bouchard has a unique win. Bobby Helen Jr. in '86, his only career win. Phil Parsons, I think his only career win in '88. So yeah, we've had drivers who have gotten their only career win at Talladega. Jimmy Spencer had 2 wins in '94, 1 Daytona, 1 at Talladega, and we think he was cheating, but you know. I don't think in 2025 Daytona, Talladega are this quote wild card like everyone thinks it is or wants it to be. I think the drivers that win those races typically have won other races as well. I know Justin Haley won a rain shortened Daytona race. I think Daytona has more, that's for the July race, has more of that one-off kind of, oh, his only career win he got here. But in this era, I don't think we're not seeing that as much as you see back in the day. Just my opinion. All right, points. We do have the playoffs in 2025. We are going to talk about playoffs in 2025. This is the second race of the round of 8. So at the end of Martinsville next week, the top 4 will move on to Phoenix for a championship. Right now, Denny Hamlin's already clinched his way to Phoenix. Kyle Larson plus 35. Christopher Bell plus 20. Chase Briscoe plus 15. William Byron minus 15. I know. The incident last week with Ty Dillon. I know. That could have cost him a championship. How dare Ty Dillon not have his hand out the window? Remember, they sit inside the car. His hand out the window would have been like right at the doorpost. And I don't think William Byron would have saw it. How dare him run his own race and not pit with William Byron? Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. That's the reaction online. Shit fucking happens. I'm sorry, it does. Does it suck for William Byron? Yeah, I'm a William Byron fan. It does suck. But you know what? He's got 2 races to make those 15 points up. I think he can. Chase Elliott minus 23. Joey Logano minus 24. Ryan Blaney minus 31. Now, I know everybody looks at the Winston Cup points. That's reality. No, it's not reality. Let's fuck the Winston Cup points. I'm tired of seeing that shit. Now, if you want to talk about the NASCAR, the non-playoff points on RacingReference.com, we can talk about that all you want. All right, so let's talk about that. William Byron, Kyle Larson tied at the top. See, if we didn't have playoffs, we would have one hell of a fucking point standings going on today. But would these drivers race the same way and strategize the same way in the first 33 races that they do because of playoffs? No. So that's not completely accurate, but let's look at it. Let's talk about it. Christopher Bell minus 23, Denny Hamlin minus 43, Ryan Blaney minus 45, Chase Elliott minus 58, Chase Briscoe minus 71, and Tyler Reddick minus 116. That is the top 8. Now, those top 3, minus 22 points between them, William Byron and Kyle Larson tied. So, of those top 3 drivers, here are the stats. I like stats. Stats are fun. One's got 4 wins, 13 top 5s, 20 top 10s, average finish at 11.4. One's got 3 wins, 13 top 5s, 20 top 10s, average finish at 13.4. One's got 2 wins, 10 top 5s, 15 top 10s, an average finish of 14.1. I read those in reverse order, 3, 2, and 1, currently in the non-playoff point standings. The guy leading the points, or tied, was leading the points. Byron has less wins, less top 5s, less top 10s, and a worse average finish than the other 2. I understand the idea of going back to a full season. Okay, you know what? I can get behind that. I am not, yes, I like the playoffs. I am not one that it has to be the playoffs or else. I'm going to go lie all night and bitch about NASCAR. No. Okay, I talk about it. I like it. I enjoy it. I like the playoffs. Okay, fine. I can like a non-playoff system as well. Do I think if they keep playoffs there needs to be some changes? Yeah, I can get behind some changes. That's cool. My idea, and I did a video about it, was basically it's the chase with eliminations with a twist. So I keep the winning you're in, if it was on me. Top 15 in points, plus any additional winners. That's such your playoffs. You run 3 races, top 12 move on. No reset, no win and move on. You run 3 races, top 8 move on. No win and move on, no reset. You get to your top 4, 1 race. You do a reset with those 4 with their playoff points. So, if we had this chase / with eliminations with a twist, right now, after the first race of the round of 8, we would have Kyle Larson plus 59, Chase Briscoe plus 47, Christopher Bell plus 45, Denny Hamlin plus 34, Ryan Blaney minus 34, William Byron minus 38, Chase Elliott minus 50, and Joey Logano minus 52. So, with Talladega and Martinsville, based on my chase with elimination with a twist, 34 points separate 4th and 5th in points. So, if this falls this way, and these are the top 4 after Martinsville, Larson, Briscoe, Bell, and Hamlin, then we would do the reset and add the playoff points. So right now, and again, there's 2 races left. So right now, if this is what we were doing, Denny Hamlin has 36 playoff points. We also got wrestling in the background. Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher, AEW TNT Championship. Pretty fucking cool. NASCAR and wrestling. I finished the Xfinity race earlier watching wrestling. So Denny has 36. Larson has 32. Briscoe has 18. And O.C. Bell has 28. So if that were after the next 2 races going into the finale, you would have Denny Hamlin plus 4 over Kyle Larson, who was plus 4 over Seabell, and Briscoe was 10 back. And then you run your finale. You get stage points, and you get playoff stage points, and you run the race and see who wins the championship. That's what I would do if I had the magic pen that did the full season. Now, I've done 2 videos this week, one on the redo the point system and one on redo the schedule. Check out the redo the point system. The winner gets 200 points. Second place, 190. Minus 5 points down to 39th. And then 40th gets 1 point. That way you have a bad day, you get a real hit in points. You have a great day, you get a lot of points. I think we need that. That was kind of the Ladford system, kind of a version of that. I know the first one I had done, I had like the top 10 separated by 5, the next 10 separated by 4, and then 3. Kind of like the Ladford system, but somebody was talking about the Winston Cup point system and said that we needed to simplify it for the fans. So I want to know, and the same for next year. Hell yeah! So are we looking to get back the, quote, legacy fan? We trying to make new fans? Are we trying to dumb down it for our current fans? I'm not sure where the direction is. If the goal is for the legacy fans, you don't need to dumb it down. You can literally just bring back the Ladford system and say, here you go. Don't think it's going to happen, but, I think there's still going to be some type of playoff. I know 3-3-4 has been the thing. I can find issues with that as well, and here's my first issue with that one. Somebody finishes last. Say it's these 4 races. It's Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville, and Phoenix. Somebody wins Vegas, Martinsville, Phoenix. They finish last at Talladega. Somebody else runs 6th in all 4 races. They have more points and they win the championship. So wins mean nothing. But that's just my opinion. There's no perfect system. There's no perfect way to say wins, top 5s, top 10s, average finish means something. Either you do it directly on points or even playoffs. Those are your 2 options. And we can see stats without the playoff, even though the playoff stats don't tell the full picture. Okay, we'll see what NASCAR comes up with. But those are the points there. No matter what, right now we have a championship round of eight. 4 people move on to Phoenix. Those are the rules today. Those are the rules everyone's been racing for in 2025. You're not going to change that. They are legit champions no matter who it is. Period. Done. They're a legit champion. Let's get that illegitimate championship crap out of here. They're legit champion. They won the system. All right. The 114th race at Talladega. The 4 picks to win. Alex Bowman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Brett Keselowski, and William Byron. As all, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Again, make sure you check out that schedule idea. Ending the NASCAR Cup Series Labor Day weekend. If you're a fan of that idea, and that we have playoff, and Daytona is the regular season finale, Daytona returns the July 4th weekend. But unless we use Darlington as the finale every year, we lose the Southern 500 on Labor Day weekend. But check that out. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. So just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content. Now, get the final list of the 200 or almost 300 NASCAR videos for the off season. 104-day off season, lots of NASCAR content. I have finalized the list. I just got to do all the work to get that to you folks. So 104 days, we're gonna, after the season's over with, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we're gonna have a lot of content. Thanks for watching.